Hey, nice girls. We are live tonight with Girl Talk Tuesday. I am Jennifer Lane, also known as Nice Girl Jen, creator founder of Nice Girls Finish Last with Lane Media Marketing. How are we doing tonight? I wanted to do a little bit of an interesting live. I've been scrolling through YouTube a lot lately, usually when I've kind of have nothing else to do and I'm looking to see what's new. And something just kind of grabbed my attention and had me thinking a little bit. The thing about business, first of all, is sometimes where you're stuck, the solution is actually quite simple. It's, I don't know if I want to say it's common sense. I mean, maybe. But it's funny how like the simplest things we just don't tune into. We just ignore. We just don't come to realize. And it could be what actually will help you with your business. So I labeled this, what does your business and your skincare routine have in common? What could it have in common? But scrolling a bunch of skincare type videos and how to take care of your skin and all this stuff, it just kind of like dawned on me. That plus I saw a meme or a quote and I was like, wow, so true. So since my audience is women, I thought, let me do something on a topic that we all can relate to, the majority of us, and talk about that. Hey Nora, how are you? So thanks so much for watching and joining. Say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let's get started. I wanted to be able to relate these two different topics and just show you how simple the solution might be to your business. And it is actually a very critical part to making sure you're successful in whatever business that you're in. So first of all, when a person is sick and tired of their job, maybe because of having to report somewhere every day, maybe because they just don't like the people they work with, maybe it's just that daily grind, the boring routine, not enough money or raises or whatever, not enough time freedom, starting a business seems like a pretty enticing idea. And so many of us have at one point or another, and if you're watching now, I'm assuming you do, have started a business. And the problem is that the majority of people, whether it's a traditional one or whether it's like an MLM type one, the majority of us will end up trying a bunch of different tactics to make the business grow and to make the business work, and end up seeing very little results. And when you don't see enough results, you can't what? You can't quit that job. You can't afford to. You can't make that life-changing money. You don't have more time freedom. You actually have less time because you're focusing it all on your business and you're grinding it out. It becomes that hustle and grind that social media will try to glamorize. Is that a word? But it's not. Like hustling and grinding, you should be willing to do, especially in the beginning, but you shouldn't be doing that forever because then you're doing something wrong if you can't put a system in place into your business that's going to keep working, right? To help you scale and all of that. But so I wanted to talk about, this is going to be a short live, but I wanted to talk about how something that you do in your skincare routine relates to what you should be doing in your business. So if you got pen and paper, you can write this down, but honestly, you'll just remember it. So let's get into it. Now, I have been taught by my mother and one of my tias, my aunt, to always care for my skin. It's just something that runs in our family. And maybe it does in yours too. But regardless, if you're a woman, this has somehow been a part of your life, right? Especially as you get older. And there's a thing though that I've noticed with individuals, and let me make sure I look at my notes because I don't want to jump ahead to points that I don't want to make quite yet. But there's a common thing that people will do. When it comes to skincare, here is what should be in common with your business. Number one, trying out a bunch of new things and new products. So when you are discovering what works best for your skin and your skin type, or you see a new commercial and now you want to try that new thing out, or whatever the new trend is, you start jumping from one thing to another, trying one thing and another thing. The problem is you also may find yourself doing that in your business. Why is that a problem? because you have to, first of all, and if you've watched any of my old videos, you know this, you have to first of all establish the fundamentals of your business, the groundwork. You have to know who your target is, who you're speaking to, right? Your audience. You have to know what it is that you're offering and what you offer that's better than what your competitor is offering or what's different. You have to know where you're going to be marketing, what you're going to be saying, how you're going to be following up. When you get those things established, they should stay that way. And yes, sometimes you jump on a trend and that's going to help boost sales and get more eyes on you and things like that. But the problem is your skincare will not work. You will not see the benefits of it when you keep jumping from new product to new product, when you keep jumping from new routine to new routine. And the same thing with your business. When you try something out for just a little bit and you're like, oh, this didn't work, done. You jump to the next thing. And network marketers are huge in this because they get pulled in all kinds of directions on what their larger company wants them to do or try out or whatever. When you keep doing that, think about this. You're actually starting all over. You're starting back at ground zero, okay? Because it takes time for something to work. Now, yes, you should be seeing somewhat of an instant result. It shouldn't just be like, hey, let me try this new follow-up system. And then 6 months later, you're like, wow, that didn't help me do anything. Why are you doing it for 6 months? So business, you should work just a little bit faster than what your skin routine would set in and start working. But the same thing applies. If you're jumping from different products and trying different things all the time, you can't expect to see results. And if you're in business and you're jumping from one idea to another idea, and 1 minute you're on here, and 1 minute you're on there, 1 minute you're trying it this way, and 1 minute you're doing that, you can't expect to see the full potential of the results because you keep starting back at one. Does that make sense? I hope I make that very clear. Number 2, the series of steps. So if you've watched any videos just as I have, then you know there's a certain steps to what you apply in your skincare routine. There's starting with your wash, and do you tone, and do you apply the serum first, or is it the oil, or is it that, and then is it the moisturizer, and what comes last? There's a series of steps in how it should be done to get the best results, to see the most results from your skincare routine and the products that you're using. Same thing with business. One thing I find with business owners who have been working at it for quite some time and just can't seem to get results, or just new people in general, is they don't follow a system, a series of steps on what they do. Primarily, they're just winging it all. They're like, well, today I'll shoot out an email, and tomorrow I'll post on social media, and maybe later I'll do some kind of call. And there's no system to how they're getting things done. There's no one, start with this message on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else. Number 2, give them some kind of countdown or warning. Number 3, follow up with those who, there is no series of steps that they follow. Ladies, this is important. You cannot wing it in business. I've posted before on our Nice Girls page. The only thing you should be winging is your eyeliner. There is no winging it. If you want to see results in how you apply your skincare products, and if you want to see results in your business, it makes sense for both. You have to have a series of steps on what you follow if you want to see the best results, and if you want to get the most out of what it is you're doing, and you want to see any success at all. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because it's just funny that the everyday obvious things that we do, the habits we have, it could be the very answer that you need on why your business isn't growing. And I have, going with like comparisons, one thing that I always say is, like, when it comes to, let's just say, your health and taking care of yourself, your body is like a vehicle. It's like your car. You can't expect to just feed it a bunch of junk and then expect it to work for a long time and in a great manner. The better you take care of the vehicle with your oil changes and all that kind of stuff, and the maintenancing you have to do to it, the longer it lasts, the better it looks, all that stuff. Same thing with yourself. Like, do you see your doctor regularly? Do you go get your teeth cleaned in a timely manner? Are you taking care of certain things? Are you maintaining yourself? Or are you just letting it go for years and then be like, wow, why do I have back problems? Why do I have knee problems? Why do I get all these headaches? Let's think. Let's stop and think. So same thing. All right, so number 3 and last point that I wanted to make, and this is where that quote, that meme came into place, consistency. I posted it today, and I'm going to mess it up, but it was something like, you have all the talent that you need. What you're missing is being consistent. It doesn't matter how great you are at what you do. If you're not staying consistent, you're not going to see results. And that's why, whether you're trying to get a bunch of followers on Instagram, whether you're trying to boost sales for your e-commerce site, whether you're trying to recruit people on your team, if you're not staying consistent, you're not going to see the results you're hoping for. You're gonna end up quitting. When it comes to what you put on your face and how you take care of it, you can't just go out and buy some new collagen cream and a face wash and whatever. It could be the best of the best, and put it on 1 or 2 nights and be like, it didn't do anything for me. You also can't apply it and use it today, tomorrow, skip 2 days, the next day, skip another day, too lazy to wash my face tonight, too lazy to take care of it in the morning. Next day you do it, next day you do it, next day you do it, you don't do it for a week, and then think that you're gonna see results. You're not. And the funny thing is, we all know this. I would assume, I'm not telling you anything new. This isn't new stuff that I'm telling you. But isn't it funny, like how often we tend to do this? And it's kind of like taking vitamins. I can't take a vitamin today because I feel like it, and then not take vitamins for 3 days, and then take a vitamin again the next day, and maybe the day after, and then not for a week, and then think that those vitamins are going to do anything for me. You don't just eat 1 apple and you're healthy, okay? You eat, like 5 apples a day? You'd be shocked at how much we need of whatever fruits and vegetables every day. We're definitely not doing that. But same thing with your business. You cannot go hardcore promoting for a week and then drop off the face of the earth for a few days and then think like, why didn't anybody join my group? Why didn't anybody join this offer? Why didn't they get on my Zoom? Why didn't they buy this product? I promoted on an email campaign about this new sale we have for Christmas, whatever it is. Nobody bought, and that was the only thing I sent out. Did you stay consistent? Did you do a series of 3 different email campaigns promoting it? Did you give them a last chance warning? Did you follow up with those that raised their hand they were interested? Did you follow up with those leads? You're not being consistent. That's why you're not seeing the results. That's why you won't see results in your skincare routine and the difference in your face, because you're not staying consistent. It's the same thing. Such common sense, so simple, and yet why is it so difficult for us to do? I don't know. But that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Something quick, something easy, something light, and yet so deep, because really evaluate what it is you're doing. What are your habits on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis? Are you expecting to see massive results or even any results with minimal, inconsistent effort? And in my Nice Girls private membership group, this is something that we've been stuck on for a while, is consistency, making progress. And that's the thing, when you are not staying consistent, guess what you're not gonna make? Progress, right? So, ladies, you gotta stay in line. You gotta stay disciplined. You gotta follow a series of steps. You gotta stay consistent with it. Really, to wrap it all up, it all comes down to being consistent. That's it. It's not a hard concept. It's not a hard thing. And yet it's very hard to do. So maybe you guys can write down your decisions, your goals, and think about where do you really want to take your business, and dedicating yourself to staying consistent to that effort. If you need help, that's what I'm here for. Go to nicegirlsfinishlast.inc.com if you'd like to be part of our group and get information on that, get some accountability, get support, be able to ask one-on-one questions for your business, direction, all of that good stuff. Or if you want more intense help and you really just want to know what you should be doing with your marketing and have us take care of it for you so you can go on and do other things within your business that you enjoy doing, then go to lanemediamarketing.com and set up a free consultation call and we can discuss it. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Say hi. Make sure to share this for other women entrepreneurs. It's simple, ladies. It's very simple, and yet so many of us don't do it and then wonder why it didn't work out. So don't let that be you. Thanks for watching, ladies. Have a great night.